Welcome to the Pub Sports Radio NHL Play of the Day for Tuesday, May 25th. Ian Cameron, we're back. A little hiatus, 2 days. Sunday we didn't have a video. Yesterday I was away, but I'm back. And we're ready to pick up the Play of the Day videos here on Pub Sports Radio. We only have 2 games tonight, but we'll go to the Nashville Predators and the Carolina Hurricanes for tonight's Play of the Day. We've got Carolina minus 200 in that range here in this game. The total 5.5 across the board. This has been a series dominated so far to this point by the home team. I think we're going to see that continue tonight. The Nashville Predators, whether it's this year in this playoff series or at any point during the regular season, they have just not been able to show the ability to beat Carolina in Carolina throughout the course of the year. Carolina's been one of the best home teams throughout the season in the NHL. Now, they did lose Game 3 and Game 4 in Nashville, and that's why this series has gone from 2-0 Carolina to 2-2. But I thought they played well enough to win both games. Obviously, they lost both in overtime. Could argue they were slightly better than Nashville in Game 3. I thought they were absolutely better than Nashville in Game 4, but the better team doesn't always win. We saw that play out to perfection on Sunday. UC Saros stopping over 60 Carolina shots in that game. He was magnificent. And look, Nashville capitalized on more of their chances than Carolina was able to. And that's all it took, even though the better of the play was in favor of the Hurricanes in Game 4. If you don't have the goals to show for it, you could lose on any given moment. And that's exactly what we saw in Game 4. Now back home, Carolina, I think, finds a way to get the job done. They've been able to win by margin on this home ice in the first 2 games of this series. I think they do the same here. And when you look at the fact that these 2 teams now played back-to-back overtime games, when you go now deeper into the series, 5th game, this is where depth tends to show up. And as far as I'm concerned, Carolina's got much greater depth on their 4 lines, much greater depth 1 through 6 on their blue line. And I think Alex Nedeljkovic in net, a little bit more capable of coming back and playing well, I think, from these long, lengthy marathon overtime games than perhaps UC Saros. Keep in mind, he was a Calder Cup goaltender in the AHL a few years ago for the Charlotte Checkers, Alex Nedeljkovic, and he played a lot of overtime games in that series, or in that playoff run, and found a way to play well the next time after a long, extended overtime game. So I just think there's a lot of factors. I think if you buy into Carolina being the better of these 2 teams, I still do, even though the series is tied 2-2, then you got to back them here. Nashville hasn't shown an ability to win on the road this season in Carolina, regular season or playoffs. I think Carolina gets the job done. Hopefully we don't have overtime, because I'm going to recommend Carolina in regulation here, minus 120, the price in this game. The Hurricanes to get the job done in 60 minutes. Let's go with Carolina in regulation, minus 120 against Nashville in Game 5. That is your Pub Sports Radio NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs Play of the Day for Tuesday, May 25th. I'm Ian Cameron. Thanks as always for watching. I'll be back tomorrow on Wednesday for another Pub Sports Radio NHL Play of the Day.